you ever heard the stories of lottery winners who were broke just a few years after winning millions? It sounds almost impossible. How do you go from having everything to having nothing? But it happens all the time. Can you imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank account, and seeing a number so big it doesn't even feel real? At first, it's exciting. Finally, all the stress, all the worrying about bills, all the limitations you used to have, gone. But then, something strange happens. The money starts disappearing, faster than you thought possible. And before you know it, you're back where you started, or even worse off. The truth is, sudden wealth doesn't guarantee lifelong success. In fact, if you don't know how to handle it, it can actually ruin your life faster than being broke ever could. So today, let's talk about the 10 biggest mistakes people make when they get rich suddenly. And trust me, the last one is the most dangerous of all. 1. Thinking you're set for life. Have you ever thought about how much money you'd need to never work again? $1 million? 5 million? Maybe 10? It sounds like a fortune until you start spending it. People assume that if they suddenly come into money, they're set for life. But what they don't realize is that wealth isn't just about having money, it's about knowing how to keep it. $1 million today isn't what it used to be. The moment you start spending on cars, houses, vacations, helping family, you quickly realize that money goes faster than you think. That's why some of the wealthiest people in the world still budget, still invest, and still think long-term. Because money doesn't last forever, unless you make it work for you. 2. Not having a financial plan. Have you ever noticed how the people who win money fast lose it even faster? That's because they never had a plan in the first place. If you got a massive financial windfall today, what would you do? Would you save it, invest it, spend a little, then figure it out later? Without a clear plan, money has a way of slipping through your fingers, and before you know it, it's gone. One of the biggest principles of faith and financial wisdom is stewardship, taking care of what you're given, preparing for the future, and using your resources wisely. The moment you come into wealth, your first move shouldn't be spending, it should be creating a financial strategy. Because money without a plan is just an accident waiting to happen. 3. Trying to upgrade everything at once. Have you ever thought, if I had more money, I'd upgrade everything? New house, new car, designer clothes, first class everything? That's exactly what gets people into trouble. Here's the reality. Every lifestyle upgrade comes with hidden costs. That fancy house? It comes with property taxes, maintenance, and sky-high utility bills. That high-end car? Insurance and repairs cost more than you'd expect. Even small upgrades, like flying first class, or eating at expensive restaurants, can quickly become a new normal that drains your wealth. The wealthiest people don't rush to upgrade everything. They make calculated moves to ensure their money lasts. Because real wealth isn't about spending more, it's about building more. 4. Giving away too much too fast. Can you imagine suddenly becoming the go-to person for every financial problem in your family? Every friend's business idea? Every distant cousin's emergency? Generosity is a beautiful thing, but without boundaries, it's dangerous. People don't realize how quickly giving away money can drain their wealth. Not because generosity is bad, but because without structure, it turns into obligation. Faith teaches us the importance of giving, but also the importance of wisdom. Being a good steward of wealth means knowing how to help without enabling bad habits. It means setting aside money for generosity, but also protecting your own financial future, because you can't help anyone if you go broke. 5. Not understanding taxes. Have you ever thought about how much of your money actually belongs to the government? Most people don't, until tax season hits them like a truck. That $1 million check? It's not really $1 million. A huge chunk of it is owed in taxes, and if you don't plan for it, you could end up in debt even after making millions. Smart millionaires don't just focus on making money, they focus on keeping more of it. If you ever come into sudden wealth, hire a tax professional immediately, because the last thing you want is to get rich, only to owe more than you ever imagined. 6. Investing in things you don't understand. Have you ever felt the pressure to jump into an investment because everyone else is doing it? Crypto, NFTs, risky stocks. So many people throw money into things they don't actually understand. Sudden wealth makes people overconfident. They assume that since they made money once, they must be good at making money. But that's how fortunes are lost. The rule is simple. If you don't understand it, don't invest in it. The smartest investors don't chase trends. They educate themselves first. 7. Falling for scams and fake friends. Can you imagine suddenly being surrounded by people who all claim to have your best interests at heart, but secretly just want a piece of your wealth? It happens all the time. The moment people know you have money, the scammers, fake financial advisors, and long-lost friends show up. If you're not careful, they will drain your wealth faster than you ever thought possible. That's why truly wealthy people keep tight circles, because once you have money, not everyone around you has good intentions. 8. Not protecting your wealth. Would you leave a stack of cash sitting on the street? Of course not. But that's exactly what people do when they fail to protect their money. Without estate planning, insurance, and legal protections, your wealth can be taken from you in ways you never saw coming. If you ever come into sudden wealth, make sure you protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. 9. Quitting your job too soon. Have you ever thought, if I had enough money, I'd never work again? A lot of people quit everything too soon, assuming their money will last forever. But what they don't realize is that work gives life purpose. The happiest, wealthiest people don't just stop working. They shift to work that fuels them, that builds their future, that keeps them engaged. Because money alone isn't enough. 10. Thinking money solves everything. This is the biggest mistake of all. Money fixes financial problems, but it doesn't fix bad habits, poor relationships, or lack of purpose. If anything, it amplifies who you already are. That's why financial wisdom and spiritual wisdom go hand in hand. If you don't learn how to manage wealth before you get it, you won't know how to keep it. Final thoughts. So the real question is, if you got rich overnight, would you know how to keep it? If you want to make sure your success actually lasts, check out this next video. When you get a raise, upgrade these 12 habits. It's packed with insights on how to level up your mindset, habits, and lifestyle so that when more money comes in, you know exactly what to do with it. Watch it now. You won't want to miss this one.